four items in previous video. So for next six items there are some instructions. I'm reading out these instructions again. So instructions are: each item contain a question followed by two statements. Answer each item using the following instructions. Option A: choose this option if the question can be answered by one of the statement alone but not by the other. Option B: choose this option if the question can be answered by either statement alone. Option C: choose this option if the question can be answered by using both the statements together but cannot be answered by using either statement alone. Option D: choose this option if the question cannot be answered by using both the statement together. So here, starting with now question number 75. X and y are consecutive odd integers. Question: can the value of x plus y uniquely be determined uniquely? Statement 1: x plus y raised to power 4 is equal to 56. Statement 2: x plus y raised to power 3 less than 16. So here it is given that x plus y raised to power 4 is 256. This is statement 1. Or we can say x plus y is equal to plus minus 4, or y is equal to 2 plus x, because they are consecutive odd integers. If first integer is x, then second integer will be 2 plus x. Okay. Second odd integer will be 2 plus x. So putting y is equal to 2 plus x, we will get, if we take plus 4, we get x 1 and y 3. If we take minus 4, we get x minus 3, y minus 1. The question cannot be answered. So from the first statement. From the second statement, x plus y raised to power cube less than 16, or x plus y less than 2 root 2, or as they are consecutive odd integers, so putting y is equal to 2 plus x. So 2x plus 2 less than 2 root 2, or x plus 1 less than root 2. So there can be many values. So question cannot be answered by this statement. So question cannot be answered by both the statements. So answer is option B. Okay. So next question, question number 76, based on this instruction. Question: if p square plus q odd is p square plus q odd, where p q are positive integers. Statement 1: 2p plus q is odd. Statement 2: q minus 2p is odd. Suppose we take p is equal to 2 and q is equal to 5. Then statement 1 is 2p plus q will be at 9, that will be odd. So this is certified. And statement 2: q minus 2p minus q will be a 1, this will be odd. And now we put, if we put this p as 2 and q as 5 here, we get 34 as even. Okay. But if we take p is equal to 3, then we'll get the odd quantity, and these statements will also be satisfied, because 3 plus 3 into 2 is 6, 6 plus 5 is 11, that will be odd. And 5 minus 6 will be minus 1, that will be odd. Okay. So these statements are also satisfied if we take p3, but this will be your odd quantity then. So question cannot be answered by using both the statement together. So answer is option D. Next, what is the area of circle C? Statement 1: an arc of length 7 cm subtend an angle 30 degree at the center of C. Statement 2: a chord of length 10 cm subtend an angle 90 degree at the center of C. So according to first statement, this is the arc and is bending an angle 30 degree at the center, and arc length is given by 2 pi r, 30 by 360. 30 degree is the angle, and 360 angle of full circle, and this is the perimeter of full circle. So that is equal to 7. So r can be determined, and after determining r, we can find out the area, pi r square. Okay. So question can be answered by this statement. And according to second statement, a chord subtend an angle 90 degree. So this is your R, this is your R, and this is your tan theta. Okay. So it means because this is your 90 degree, so it is a right angle triangle. So this is base, this is base, this is perpendicular, this is your hypotenuse. So r square plus r square root is equal to 10. Or from this we can find out r will come out as 10 to 2, and then we can determine area. So question can be answered by this statement also. So question can be answered by using both statements. So answer is option D. Next question is question number 78. Question is triangle right angle. Statement 1, the length of line segment joining the midpoint of two sides of triangle is half of the third side of triangle. Statement 2, the angles of triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. So as E and this is the given triangle suppose ABC, and E is midpoint of AC and D is midpoint of AB, and if we join these two E and D, then it is half of the value of CB. So it means they are parallel because these are the midpoint and this is half also, so they are parallel. So these are similar triangles. Okay. So angle. So these are similar triangles. So question cannot be answered by this only. Okay. So now according to second statement, the angles of triangle are in the ratio of 1:2:3. So similarity does not give the value of the angle. It gives 1 is equal to 2 is equal to 4 and 5 is equal to 5. Okay. But when the ratio of angles are given, that is 1:2:3, then suppose the angles are x plus x, 2x and 3x, then summation of angle of this triangle is 180. So x will get 30 and 3x will be 90. So it is having angle 3x. So 3x is 90. So it means it is a right angle triangle. So question can be answered by using one of the statement on, but not by the. It cannot be answered by the first statement. It can be answered by only second statement. Okay. So the next question is question number 79. The length of two longer sides of triangle are 25 cm and 24 cm. Question: what is the length of the shortest side? Statement 1, the angles of triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. Statement 2, the length of length of the perpendicular drawn from longest side of triangle from its vertex is 6.72 cm. So according to statement 1, as angles are in the ratio of 1:2:3, so it will give a right angle triangle as given in the previous question. Then the third side can be determined because this is 25, this is 24, and shortest side obviously by this. And according to second statement, the length of the perpendicular drawn on the longest side of triangle from its opposite vertex is 6.72. So this perpendicular is 6.72, this is 24, this is 25, this is called x, third side. Then area of triangle can be determined by this 25 into 6.72 by 2, and can also be determined by using Hero's rule. So this is x, this is 24, this is 25, s is x plus 25 plus 25 by 2, and area is this. Area can be determined by this and area can be determined by this. Equating these two, we can find out x. So it can be answered can be given by both the statements.